Hi Virgo, welcome to Genuine Soul Tarot. I am Jennifer and thank you for joining me today for your February 2018 reading. This reading does apply to those born under the sun, moon, or rising of Virgo. So I already pre-shuffled the cards and I'm going to just give them a few more shuffles, see what messages come out for you guys, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, for February 2018. What do we got coming here for Virgo? Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, February 2018 for Virgo. For Virgo, February 2018. Okay. So Virgo, at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands. So, and we also have the Fool. I see a new stable beginning that you're working toward right now for yourself. You have the Four of Earth here next to the Fool, which to me kind of says you're looking to create some kind of stable new beginning for yourself. And with this King of Air here, this could be an aspect of yourself. Perhaps you're trying to discern a situation, maybe put your emotions, not let your emotions get in the way of clear thinking. This could also be somebody that you're dealing with. You could be dealing with a Libra, male or female. Perhaps any air sign, Gemini or Aquarius as well. Or again, it could be an aspect of you. Now, this could be the Seven of Fire here is generally a card of defending yourself. So perhaps this new beginning, you're expecting there to be challenges, and I think what you're doing is you're trying to alleviate as much of this defending yourself, right, through your logical and clear thinking. It's like you're planning that may come about. So you're perhaps trying to find a way through it or to alleviate some of that. That's what I get with the King of Air there next to the Seven of Wands. Let me see what else we got. Okay, so now the Two of Wands at the bottom of this deck also talks about like perhaps a new beginning, like you're making a choice. So this is what came out, and I saw the Fool there, and I knew that I should grab it. So we have the Emperor, the Chariot, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Cups. So what this says is perhaps you have a lot of options right now. Again, with the Emperor here, this is a 4 next to the Fool again. It's a stable new beginning. Perhaps this is you. For some of you, you are reining in your own power and you are becoming, you know, this aspect of the King of Air. Like, because we all share the different aspects. You don't just have to be a Libra or a Gemini or an Aquarius to identify with the King of Air. For some of you, this is about reining in your power and making choices that are about your own stability and your own new beginning, like of taking, like, whatever it is that you may have went through in the past. It's like wanting to remain in that stable way. And with the Chariot here, this says that you're sort of breaking away from perhaps a way of doing things or thinking about things. And if you aren't stepping away from doing the things the same way you've always been doing them and expecting a different result, you may want to think about how you can do things differently so that even if you get opposition from others, you know, maybe this is you like thinking about, okay, this person thinks that about the situation, but ultimately you have to make your own decisions for your own life, right? And with the Two of Wands at the bottom of this deck, and then the Two of Pentacles here, it says that perhaps there is a decision that you will have to be making this February. And it may not be a major, like, it's not necessarily a major decision that you quit your job to find a new one, though for some of you it could very well be that. It could just be a decision about how you operate on a day-to-day basis. Perhaps some of you, you know, it could be a dietary change. It could be a lot of things that you would choose to do. I think you're taking it, you're creating a new beginning for yourself where there's going to be more stability, but perhaps you're going to come upon some decisions that you have to make. Let's see, we have 2 sevens here at the end as well. So it depends on, you know, basically it depends on the way you move forward. If you handle this 7 of Wands and this 7 of Cups when you get to this point, and you, okay, this card has been coming up for a lot of people right now, the Devil card. I personally think it has to do with, first of all, Saturn is in Capricorn, and we are just leaving the Capricorn birthday time of year. It's Aquarius now, but also it's like the devil can show up and just remind us that, you know, the devil's all about the material world. The devil also represents the god Pan in mythological tales, and Pan is like a trickster god. And he can play jokes and tricks and be, you know, all for fun and games. But then it's like, you know, are we talking about a fun, loving, lighthearted energy? Or is this something that is really dragging you down, this Devil card? So let's see. Why did this Devil... Okay, I just got... Okay, that's really just... So... You've got perhaps a change had come in, because this is next to the Fool. Perhaps some change came into your life rather quickly, okay? And it pulled you into perhaps something that you weren't used to dealing with, okay? Whatever this is. Whatever change this is, whether you actively made the change in your life or you were forced into this change through the actions or situations based upon other people, it doesn't matter. It came upon you quickly, and you were coming from like this stable place, and it's sort of like whatever this was, whatever this Knight of Swords is here in your past next to the Fool, something came in quickly. And it sort of pulled you out of your normal way of thinking, perhaps, or you're dealing with this King of Air type personality, which could be somebody who is very, they can come across as stern, emotionally unavailable, or it could just be dealing with a situation in a cool way rather than being hot, getting hot under the collar over something. And you're deciding on which path you're really going to go. And you know that there's going to be opposition. And maybe it's this devil energy. Maybe there are some, you know, everybody, this devil can show up and be like, because it keeps popping up, honestly, maybe it has something to do with me. I don't know. But it keeps popping up. And I've seen it in other readers' channels as well. There are times when this devil card just pops out. And it could just be toxic people. Perhaps you have some kind of addiction at home. Maybe you are smoking or drinking too much. Maybe you like to go home and have a bottle of wine and that turned into 2 bottles of wine. The devil could just be being controlling. Perhaps somebody is controlling in the home that you live in, disrupting your peace. Maybe there was some kind of separation. Because with the Chariot, it could be one of you moving away from another to build a new foundation for yourself. For some of you, it could be that, because it wasn't a healthy situation. Basically, this just talks about it's not a healthy situation. It's not in balance. You can get yourself back in balance. I mean, yes, this card, they can easily take their chains off, but it's like they like their chains. And sometimes that's what we are like as well as human beings. Like, we like our chains because we want to feel secure, right? Especially with these 4s here. Sometimes when we chase, like, security, it can come across a little bit like this devil energy, right? Because it's like you're chained to life. And all of us are on a very basic level as well. And I just want to show you what popped up at the bottom of the deck. There's a 2 of Swords. So you might not be seeing something clearly, especially with the 7 of Cups here. So maybe you should consider, before you're defensive, like, realize that maybe you're not seeing something clearly right now with the 7 of Cups. Maybe something happened quickly and maybe it's throwing you a little bit off balance, right? It's like rocking your boat. Your boat got rocked a little, okay? And it could have been rocked by this guy right here. But maybe you're not seeing the situation very clearly right now. So, yes, defend yourself, right? Because you have to defend yourself. Maybe you are essentially, this is you defending yourself against this unhealthiness. Whatever that is. Whether it's something, you know, within you or some aspect of yourself. Perhaps you're working on something. Maybe spirituality for some of you. And whatever this energy is, you just want to come and, like, push it away. Stop interrupting your peace and serenity. Right? Because ultimately you just want that peace and serenity, that stability. Which is what most people want. Right? It could be stability in your relationships, because there are some Cups here. Maybe there's been some instability in a new relationship that some of you are in, and you're wondering if you should stay or go. And I think that, well, you have to use your own intuition, first of all. But you also need to realize that sometimes we see things very one-sided, especially when it's people that we truly care about and love. We don't always see things clearly. So that's the card I got for you from the Wisdom of Trees Oracle, which is this here. Okay? So let's see what this has to say. This is Zest. I'm here to add zest and sweetness to your life. The fragrance of my flowers will lift your spirits and remind you of the beauty of life, and my luscious fruit will feed you. helping you to live each day to the full. The orange is a beautiful but tender plant, and in temperate climates was grown in glass houses known as orangeries, as a display of the owner's wealth. A story from Spain tells Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus finding an orange tree that was guarded by an eagle. Mary asked the tree for an orange, the eagle promptly fell asleep, and the Holy Family received 3 oranges. Oranges are high in vitamins and minerals, but are treated with caution in traditional Chinese medicine because they are thought to increase hyperactivity in children and aggravate skin conditions. Your enthusiasm and energy are infectious. They inspire others to follow your shining example, and they also fuel your own desire to reach new heights and discover exactly what you are capable of achieving. So maybe this is also some of you like reaching higher, because this is like the unicorn, right? Which would always represent like your own unique, like something coming from your own unique self, your own unique blueprint of your own unique spiritual and material self blended into who you are. That's you creating from your, that's you coming from that place of genuineness or authenticity. And the more authentic you are, indeed, you will experience more of the zest for life. Now, just because this is a random reading and I have these cards all in the upright position when I shuffle them, I just want to read the reverse meaning. Are you feeling flat, bored, or listless? Inject more color into your life by seeking out interesting people, setting yourself some intriguing challenges, getting involved in life-enhancing activities, and spending plenty of time in the fresh air. So, again, I feel like this card, setting yourself challenges. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need to challenge yourself a little bit. You need to push yourself to that next level. Whatever it is, perhaps for some of you, it's because you want to have more in your life, and that could be why the devil's coming up. Maybe you're putting a large focus right now on your material well-being. Even though I only see this 2 of Pentacles here, you still have a king, the emperor, the chariot, and the devil here. And also, like, these people have, when you reach this type of a cup energy, this is also, like, usually you may not be abundantly, wealthy, but you certainly have what you need, right? You certainly have everything that you need to celebrate. You have your bills paid, and you have some money left over to invest in yourself in some way, and whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a big, huge celebration about something. Sometimes that's just the way life is. It's all about the little things, actually. So let's just pull, I'm going to pull one of these little word cards here for you, Virgo. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Sun, Moon, or Rising for February. What word resonates most? Okay, honesty. That's what you got. So, especially here with the 7 of Wands and this 7 of Cups, it could be that perhaps you're trying to see through somebody else's manipulation or lies or deceitfulness, because they have some kind of perhaps perception of the way things are that perhaps you don't share that same perception. It could be with a career, it could be with job, it could be relating to co-workers, it could be relating to family, it could be relating to a personal relationship with friends or a lover. And you might be looking for the truth. This could be your energy looking for the truth, or somebody wants to come looking and finding out the truth about you in some way. Maybe, just getting to it doesn't have to be the truth, like somebody lied to somebody else. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be that you just have to be honest about whatever this new beginning is. Perhaps being honest with yourself or being honest with somebody else, or whatever this card means to you. Okay, Virgo? So I hope that this reading makes sense to you. I hope that it resonates with you in some way. If you enjoyed this video and you feel as though maybe it brought light to something, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Virgo. Thank you.